Greater than, what if the one person you were paid to hurt became the only one who could heal you? The camera fades in on a rain-drenched city skyline, nightlights reflecting off glass towers. A woman's voice narrates softly, trembling between guilt and sorrow. I was never supposed to fall for him, but fate doesn't care about the rules you're paid to follow. She pauses, tears glinting in her eyes as she looks into the camera. They offered me money to ruin his life, and I said yes. Cut to a shot of a man, tall, well-dressed, distant, staring through a restaurant window, unaware his life is about to change forever. Fade to black. The story begins. Rose Chapter 1. The setup. Lena Hart, 26, works as a waitress in a downtown cafe, juggling bills, her mother's hospital payments, and the weight of broken dreams. She once studied literature, dreamed of being a writer, but life had other plans. Her father's death left them drowning in debt, and every morning feels like survival on repeat. One cold evening, as she's closing up, a sleek black car stops outside. Out steps Clara Vaughn, a high society woman in her 40s, confident, elegant, and clearly dangerous in her calmness. Greater than, you're Lena Hart, right? You need money, and I have a job. Lena hesitates but listens. Clara slides an envelope across the cafe counter. Inside, a photograph of a man and a thick bundle of cash. Greater than, his name is Ethan Cole, CEO of Cole Industries. He's a single father, widowed. Tomorrow night, he's meeting a woman for a blind date. I want that date destroyed. Lena blinks, confused. Greater than, destroyed. Why? Greater than, because the woman he's meeting isn't me, but she should have been. It's revenge, clearly. Clara's eyes burn with jealousy. Lena refuses at first, saying, I'm not that kind of person. But when she receives a call from the hospital, her mother's condition worsening, surgery needed immediately, desperation wins. She takes the job. The next evening, Lena walks into La Belle Lumiere, an upscale restaurant where the date will take place. Her instructions: flirt, embarrass, and make Ethan leave before he meets the other woman. She wears a soft blue dress borrowed from a friend, nervous yet determined. Across the room, she spots him, Ethan Cole, early 30s, clean-shaven, sharp suit, but with tired eyes. The kind that has seen loss. He notices her almost instantly. Their eyes meet. Something in his gaze, warmth, curiosity, disarms her. Lena decides to sit near him, pretending to be stood up. Ethan, noticing her discomfort, breaks the silence. Greater than, bad date? He asks with a faint smile. Greater than, worse, she replies. He didn't even show up. They talk. Awkwardly at first, then naturally. Laughter spills between them like light after years of darkness. Ethan shares stories about his 7-year-old daughter, Mia, and how she makes pancakes every Sunday, that taste like cardboard, but I eat them anyway. Lena laughs, genuinely this time, forgetting why she's even there. But guilt claws back when her phone buzzes, a text from Clara. Greater than, don't forget what you're here for. Lena's smile falters. Ethan notices. Greater than, you okay? She lies. Just work stuff. As the night goes on, Lena can't bring herself to ruin the date. Instead, she ends up enjoying it. When the real blind date finally arrives, a glamorous woman, Ethan glances at her, then back at Lena. Greater than, I think I already found my company for the night, he says gently. Clara, watching secretly from her car outside, grips the steering wheel in fury. The woman she paid to destroy him, just stole his heart instead. Heartbreak Chapter 2. The truth and the breaking point. Weeks pass. Ethan and Lena start seeing each other, slowly, cautiously. She visits his office, meets little Mia, and becomes a bright presence in their quiet world. Mia loves her instantly. Greater than, Daddy, can Miss Lena come to my birthday? Ethan smiles, the first real smile in years. Greater than, if she wants to. Lena feels warmth she's never known, love that feels like home. But her secret gnaws at her every night. The guilt becomes unbearable. Clara keeps calling, demanding updates. Greater than, you failed your job, Lena. I want my money back, or I'll ruin you. When Lena tries to explain, Clara threatens to expose her to Ethan. She's trapped, between love and a lie. One afternoon, Lena visits Ethan's office with lunch. But before she can enter, she hears Clara's voice inside. Greater than, you really thought she loved you. She was paid to meet you, Ethan. Lena freezes in the hallway. Her heart stops as Ethan's voice echoes, cold and stunned. Greater than, what are you talking about? Clara tosses the photo, the same one from the envelope, on his desk. Greater than, ask your new girlfriend. Lena steps in, trembling. Greater than, Ethan, please, it's not what you think. But the betrayal in his eyes cuts deeper than any words. Greater than, tell me it's a lie, Lena. Tears blur her vision. Greater than, I took the job before I even met you. My mom, she's sick. I didn't know who you were. Silence. Then, the sound of his breath breaking. Greater than, you should have trusted me, he says quietly. You didn't need to be paid to be in my life. Lena leaves, sobbing in the rain, her heart in shards. Days turn into weeks. She disappears from Ethan and Mia's lives. The little girl keeps asking, where's Miss Lena, and Ethan can't bring himself to answer. But one morning, Ethan finds a small brown envelope on his desk. Inside, the original money, untouched, and a note. Greater than, I never wanted your forgiveness. I just wanted to prove that what I felt was real. Lena. That night, Ethan drives across the city to the old cafe where it all began. He finds her cleaning tables, exhausted but free from the shadows of her past. He approaches quietly. Greater than, you still make bad coffee, he says softly. She turns, eyes wide. Greater than, Ethan, why are you here? He smiles faintly. Greater than, because my daughter's birthday is tomorrow. And she refuses to blow out the candles until you're there. Lena's tears fall before she can even speak. He steps closer. Greater than, I was angry, but love doesn't vanish because of a mistake. It forgives. It learns. It stays. Lena whispers, I never deserved you. He replies, you deserved a chance to start over. Sunrise epilogue, the message. Months later, Lena and Ethan are married in a quiet garden ceremony. Mia runs between them, scattering petals, giggling. Lena narrates softly as the camera pans out. Greater than, I was paid to ruin his date, but instead, he fixed my life. Love doesn't always start perfectly, sometimes, it begins with a mistake that leads you exactly where you're meant to be.